This is a video compilation of a few clips recording during our journey from Bracknell in the UK to Saint-Jean-Pied de Port in France. Saint-Jean was the town we started our Camino de Santiago Pilgrimage from. The footage you see right now is of us boarding the upper deck of Eurotunnel, the Shuttle, to Calais in France. Ignore the timestamp on the lower left corner of the video, as the camera hadn't been used for a while and the time was wrong. It was the 24th of May 2015. With me in the car were my friend Fernando, who was my partner in the pilgrimage, and Mara and her daughter Luize. I met Mara and Luize through a car sharing website called BlaBlaCar. Their destination was Biarritz, a town about 65 kilometers away from our destination. We're now leaving the train, and it's a very long train, so I have sped up the video to about 2.5 times to normal speed. To watch everything at normal speed, I think it would just be too boring. As we leave the train into the terminal, you can see what a wonderful weather we had that day. Bright and sunny. The terminal is directly connected to the motorway and there are no other checks or controls, so leaving makes it very easy. We're now approaching the first of many toll gates we had to cross to reach Saint-Jean. I reduced the video speed to about 2.5 times of normal. Unfortunately, I did not take note of how many we had to cross, but we spent about 70 euros just in toll fees that day. The motorways are excellent, but far too expensive in my opinion. One thing to keep in mind if you're driving in France on motorways is that some toll gates do not accept cash. You're forced to use a credit card, and there are no number pads on the machine for you to enter your PIN. You put the card in the machine, it reads the card, charges you and returns the card to you. So be careful if your credit card's in France, okay? This was the last toll gate before arriving in Biarritz. The town is relatively small and close to the motorway. We left Mara and Luize at the train station and said our goodbyes. Mara or Luize, if you're watching this video, thank you very much for your company that day. It was great fun having you in the car with us, and I hope you got to your final destination safely. As we left Biarritz, we drove another 5 to 7 kilometers on motorways, and believe it or not, had to cross 3 more toll gates before we left the motorway to a smaller regional road. Thankfully, there are no toll gates on such roads that I know of. The scenery is fantastic, as you can see, and the speed limit is 70 kilometers per hour, which is great to appreciate all the nature around you. You drive around green mountains, small villages, and alongside crystal clear rivers. It's really a great drive. I believe some of the mountains that you can see in the footage are part of the Pyrenees, which we crossed by bicycle the next day. We're now approaching Saint-Jean, and in a moment you'll be able to see the town gate and the stone wall that protected the town during medieval times. Saint-Jean is such a great place. It's definitely worth paying a visit to, whether you were a pilgrim at the start of your pilgrimage or just a tourist. We decided to park the car on the spot of that car that had just left and look for the hostel on foot, which was thankfully very close as the town is quite small. So that's it. I hope it wasn't too boring to watch, and that my first attempt on doing a video voiceover was not too terrible. I'll be producing at least one more video each day of the pilgrimage, so if you like it, please subscribe to my channel and go visit my blog. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.